Hello and welcome back to Reliably Uninformed. I'm Rico.
I'm Big B.
Finn.
I'm
We have-
Patty.
And I'm Anna.
So Patty is our new guest for the show.
We've brought in an expert on movies, film, and cinema.
Modern cinema.
Modern cinema, right. Which
Yeah.
is the topic of today's discussion. So, we're going to be discussing the movie industry, a completely family-friendly topic.
The movie industry.
The B movie.
What kind of movie industry? Because
Modern cinema.
I need to go
So,
friendly.
would you guys consider yourselves film connoisseurs? Do you...
No.
No?
I am very casual in my film enjoyment.
Yeah, me too.
I
I would
Patty?
love.
Anna?
I mean,
Yeah,
Like,
I like watching them, and I do watch, but it's things that I want to watch, and I just don't watch things just to like observe
That-
them. And
So you don't like watch
That-
like
that-
Cannes Film Festival movies and stuff
No,
like
no.
that?
no, I just watch ones that like in the
Indie
cinema.
I actually would like to. I just whenever I wanted to do something, I just need a calendar. Okay, I just need a program for this because I always forget what to watch and what not.
yeah, I don't go out of my way to see movies because they might be like a
Eye-opening
pinnacle
or-
of cinema
yeah.
or whatever.
So are you like casual movie goers? How often do you go?
Goer.
Like to the
Once a
cinema?
month, maybe.
Once a month?
Ooh, less than that for me. I watch films at home, but going cinema is just expensive, dude. I'm a student.
Yeah, for me, I go to the cinema only when there's like a movie I like. I
Yeah,
just
friends-
don't watch a movie.
friends.
yeah,
yeah,
I would go
or
just to
friends,
see.
Oh yeah, I don't go
I'll go
sit
just
by
to-
myself.
Yeah, just for a random movie.
Yeah, but like I feel like recently, as of recording, what is this, October, 2018? I feel like there's been a very big movie drought. Like I don't think there's been a
There's
good
been like
movie
a solid
or
like,
anything that
Yeah.
I've been like looking forward to see since Mission Impossible.
You look forward to seeing Mission Impossible?
Did you see
Well,
the
there
new
was-
one?
You're
Everyone-
one of the people who still asks for Tom Cruise to keep making Mission Impossible?
No, but like I'm saying,
myself is wrong.
name,
No, no, the
name
thing
any
is-
other big or good blockbuster that has come out recently.
Avengers: Infinity War.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It was much better than
What
Mission
team?
Impossible.
yeah, but Mission Impossible came more recently, right? Didn't it?
No. Is it? No, don't think
I'm
so.
certain. Someone
See
look
if
it
I
up.
can Look up recent.
Well, the new
Well,
and Captain America. Oh well, Captain Marvel film is coming up.
Okay, but I'm gonna. Oh yeah, but like that's what I'm saying. There should be something that we should be watching right now, other than like another remake.
Yeah, the thing is that only I'm a huge geek, and I talked about this before.
Nerd.
But I am a follower of Marvel Cinematic Universe and all of that, and so I'm
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd say I'm in the same
and
boat.
X-Men too. I grew up with X-Men, so they're important for us. And I will just follow it. I just follow it. Like I watch every single Marvel movie in cinema. That's true, but like just say that I'm a fan of Marvel.
Yeah, I've seen all the Marvel movies, but I'm getting a bit tired because like I feel like
same
it's
thing every day.
It's
every
like
single one.
cementing this idea that like studios can just keep churning out the same thing, which is also Mission Impossible. But what I meant by saying I looked forward to Mission Impossible, if I were to be honest, it's probably been one of my favorite movies this year because it's just got
Yeah.
such well choreographed fight scenes,
Yeah.
good action. It's not absurd like other movies, like
That was
Dwayne
great.
Johnson movies, which are just ridiculous and like what
Oh,
I
it's
believe
just-
is
I
wrong
have
with
muscles.
cinema.
That's all he's good for.
Yeah.
Yes, Finn.
So
I
Finn,
do wanna, because I pulled up a thing from Esquire, summer 2018 movies.
Source check.
Top one, Avengers. That's a thing of, that's like a recontinuation remake. Deadpool, that's another made on something else. Solo, that's a prequel. Ocean's 8, that's a remake. Hereditary is an original. Incredibles 2 is from Incredibles 1.
Yeah.
Jurassic
I don't
World
care
is
that.
a
I love
remake.
Incredibles 2.
Sicario 2 is the second follow-up. Sorry to Bother You, I'm pretty sure that's a original. Ant-Man and Wasp, that's another comic.
Oh, I thought you were
Oh.
apologizing. Sorry to bother you, but that's an original.
8th grade, probably an original. Mission Impossible, that's another continuation. Spy Who Dumped Me, probably original.
It's
right?
Yeah.
an original.
Crazy Rich Asians, based on a novel.
Yeah.
Replicas, original, I guess. And that's it.
The thing
That's
is,
what, 3 original movies out of.
I don't know. I
Like,
can't
That's
count.
not all of the movies. of
Yeah, but
2000.
that's
Yeah,
some
but
of
that's
the
like the
movies.
biggest, like that there are right now.
That's like a season.
I'm not sure if it's just because I've just started like associating like the lack of new movies, or if this has always been a problem. But I feel like in the past you had a lot more original things coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, 400% sure. I agree with you. Like,
You know what I
creativity-
blame it all on? Michael Bay. Okay, going back to the nerd thing, I'm a pretty huge nerd. My brother grew up in the late 90s,
Nerd.
so the Transformers were a pretty big thing back then.
Oh yeah, X-Men and
And-
Transformers.
Yeah, and that was my childhood growing up, and it was just completely trashed on by Michael Bay, and it started making these like. That's when I really began noticing how they just kept churning out sequels and sequels that make increasing amounts of money, and I feel like that's where it all began. So I
Yeah.
blame Michael Bay.
I think it just sort of
He ruined my childhood.
early 2000s. It just kind of started to drop. Like the original movies that you think of from early 2000s tend to be rom-coms, really.
And Disney movies. Man,
Yeah.
Disney. Can we just appreciate Disney for a second? Like, is there a Disney movie that you don't like? There probably is, but like, and they're just such a great studio, and all their movies are so
I
wholesome.
can't remember it now.
But Renaissance era Disney movies are fantastic.
Renaissance,
Yeah.
like Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's my favorite villain, I think, out of all Disney movies. F***ing Frollo is so creepy and such a good character.
Just
And
like
such a good
Pee-Pee.
movie.
But I think they consistently have like a
Like Coco was amazing.
yeah.
Coco was amazing.
I think they consistently put
Pixar
out
as
stuff
well.
that's
Pixar's
like
great, yeah.
Pixar,
that is
Pixar,
good.
Disney.
Unpopular opinion here, I really didn't like Inside Out. A lot of people loved it,
I liked
It
it at
just
the
wasn't
time,
my cup
but
of
in
tea.
comparison to the current Pixar movies, it's not in my top anymore.
Yeah, it was being hailed as like this great thing, and I just
Oh,
didn't
I think
really
because
like
Oh.
it was kind of looking at mental health a little bit
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was pretty innovative
From
or
a
like
kid's,
original.
From a kid's sort of
I just
So I
production.
feel like
like
that way it was strong, but I don't know how strong the actual script
Yeah.
was. But
Yeah,
I think
Ping
it was
Pong's
still
death
good.
didn't really impact me.
Inside Out and Get Out are different. Because when you said
Oh no,
Get
we're not
Out.
talking about the thriller film by Jordan Peele.
Yeah, because first you said Inside Out, I was saying, why he doesn't like Get Out? And like,
I also
no,
watched
it's
Get Out.
Inside Out.
Have you guys seen Get Out?
Oh,
It's pretty good.
Get Out is
Watched
awesome.
Get Out.
And
I've
did
heard
you
great
know?
things
Did
about
you
I
know?
thought it was quite good, but something that I dislike about the movie franchise, like just movies in general, is that
Hollywood.
Industry.
Yeah, the movie industry. That's the word. I don't like when they classify something as a horror, but it's actually like a thriller.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yes.
was Get Out classified as a horror?
Yes.
Yeah, I think when it got
shouldn't be.
awards, it was classified as horror.
It was classified as a horror, but it was actually a
Thriller, a good thriller.
Man, and
Not a
coming
horror.
from Jordan
Thriller.
Peele as well, he was like one of my favorite
He
comedians
just-
with
yeah.
like Key and Peele.
He-
Like the amount of versatility that guy has to make like great comedy and horror. Parentheses.
Get Out genres:
Amazing.
horror, suspense, thriller, mystery.
Yeah, it's more of a suspense thriller mystery
Yeah.
rather
Yeah.
than horror.
And they changed the ending. Did you know that?
$255
Really?
million
Yeah,
box office.
because in the end, normally that the main character goes to jail because he fired a
Because he
house
killed, yeah.
and killed people.
Let's not go into plot.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right,
Spoilers.
spoiler alert.
But on the topic of a movie like Get Out, do you guys want to talk about award shows?
Oh, I feel like who would that be?
We don't have to
Pretty
touch on it
controversial.
too much, but like. In
Oh,
terms of,
the
because
Oscars. What do you
in
think of
terms
the new
like,
category?
Original movies being nominated, like what was the one with the fish? Shape of Water got
Nemo?
nominated, but like afterwards, I heard a lot of people were like, it really isn't that.
No,
good.
it isn't that good, and it's not very original either.
Yeah,
It's like there are lots of films
Like, have you
about
seen the creature
it.
from the Black Lagoon?
Yeah.
Hmm?
the original.
Similar,
or-
the two monsters look exactly the
The
same.
Yeah.
Ocean
Obviously
Man.
a lot better now because
Yeah,
obviously
yeah,
they
yeah.
have a lot more technology.
Take
But it's
me
a
to
similar
the
kind of
light.
idea.
Yeah,
So
Ocean Man.
stop singing.
Like
Can we get an edit of that song in?
Ocean man, take me by the hand.
like Oscars, I think Academy Awards started getting a little mess.
Yeah.
I think I've
It's
never
just
liked them.
because last time this will be a weird talking. Like last time, every single movie in the Oscars that we knew, like look 5 years ago Oscars, like every single movie you watched somehow you heard them,
Yeah.
and now when I look at like last year's Oscars, it's like
Did
half
you guys
of
see
the
Midnight
movies.
or Moonlight?
Moonlight,
Moonlight.
I did it. I
haven't seen
said
it.
I haven't seen it.
I've heard great things about it.
yeah, I see it. I see
Oh,
it.
okay.
It's a great story. The actors are amazing. I'm not going to say it's a bad movie. It's a good movie. However, I feel like the only reason is just what it's talking about.
Right. But I think that still deserves merit for an award.
I
Like,
think, yeah.
I'd rather that movie winning an award than like a senseless like action film.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is why the Oscars, I feel, made this new category for like
Popular.
best popular film.
Yeah, because the
Which
year
were Black
before
Panther
that,
and everything.
it was
Yeah.
like
What do you guys think of that? Do you guys agree with it? It's gotten a lot of backlash, but honestly, I feel like it's okay. I don't really mind.
I don't mind either, but like when you say Academy Award, you wait something more deep.
Prestigious,
You
yeah.
put
Yes.
it up in your mind.
If when you said, "Oh, Avengers: Infinity War won an Oscar," I was like, "What does it mean?"
Okay,
I'm
no, yeah, I
sorry.
get
What
that.
does it mean? It's like, oh, Marvel movies can win an Oscar, and like, oh, because CGI is just amazing thing now. Yes, musics are.
Well, no,
not
yeah,
bad,
in the
There
past,
was
Marvel
CGI.
films win Oscars, but for CGI and
Yeah,
sound
but
and
like,
stuff
yeah,
like that.
for
when you
production.
say really, like, because popular movie will be a big deal now, and it's like, oh, a superhero movie won a popular. Of course, a superhero movie will win this award. Like, there are thousands, millions, billions teenagers in this world.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not
but-
just teenagers.
It's made
And along
for the
with that,
masses.
though, they're loyal fans for each of like the
Yeah.
superheroes.
Yeah, but I am a loyal, but I would not say, oh, let's
So like if
Marvel
there was a
win an
movie,
Oscar.
so let's say if a movie came out that you didn't really want to see, but you're already a loyal fan, you're gonna go see it anyway. Do I mean?
But to
If
what
you,
extent
if
they
you
say
like
it's a
superhero movie
popular
and there's
movie?
one superhero you're not that
Yeah.
fan
What
about,
extent?
you'll still go see it.
Yeah. But that's like extreme fans though. Like I would say I'm a loyal fan, but like I didn't go see Ant-Man and Wasp because I wasn't interested in it.
Yeah, I did, but because
Oh,
I like
it's fun. It's funny.
Yeah, I
It's
it's
got
funny.
that.
Yeah, exactly. But like, I would prefer they create. I don't know. I'm not so sure for it, but I would rather create a popular award ceremony, more sarcastic and more comedic
Kids'
award
choice.
ceremony.
Oh yeah.
Not like.
Which isn't even like kids'
Yeah,
choices.
but like more prestigious than
No, but
Kids' Choice.
a,
But
a rebuttal for what you're saying, Bigby, I would say is that like on fantasy movies and action films winning awards, I feel like a good example is currently the movie which is tied for most Oscars ever won, and it's Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. That movie won 14 Oscars, and it's a fantasy film,
Yeah.
and I'd say it righteously deserves every Oscar it got. Like,
yeah, it does.
But you say that because you're a fan of Lord of the Rings.
Have you seen the movie? Though?
Well,
No,
I
I haven't seen any of the movies.
thing
I've
is- the
seen
thing
some
is,
of
I
them.
am-
boring.
Yeah.
Wait, have you seen The Hobbit? Are those
I
the ones that you
have.
have seen?
I saw
Those
it.
are the boring trash ones. Don't watch.
Yeah,
them.
but I've also seen Lord of the Rings, and there you need to have like
a context.
extreme
Like, you
patience
know-
to get through those.
Right.
Like, because
no, yeah,
it's-
I get
it's
you. They're
just
3
pretty
hours
long.
long.
Yeah.
But
However,
like,
yeah.
from
3
just
hours?
Yeah.
yeah,
Jesus.
just,
I
but
saw
just
The
from like
Hobbit
a
in the cinema.
cinematographical, if that's even the word, perspective, like the amount of work that went in that film, going in New Zealand, filming location, positioning actors, making specific sets to make people look bigger and other people smaller. Like the amount of work and production value that went into
But
those
that's again the
films.
same thing
So
as
what's
saying
the
the
difference
Marvel
between
movies win
Avengers?
production awards.
What's the difference between Avengers and Hobbit? I believe.
Because they both,
So I
because they both
agree
win
with.
production awards.
So the thing is, I
Oh
agree
no,
with
that one
Rico's
won
point
best
because
film,
I
best
watched.
actor, best supporting role, best makeup,
Yeah.
best costume.
Yeah,
best-
I
Yeah, but
watched.
that's production.
I watch it and
Best actor, and best movie though.
Yeah, but that's
excuse me.
Yes.
Sorry, baby.
I kind of agree with Rico's point. I watch these. I watch movies. Okay, I watch these, and the thing is, you can differentiate them from a Marvel movie. It's like 100% sure. But the reason that I say we need a category like this because people want those movies appreciated. Like as a Marvel fan, I would love to see a Marvel film get an award, but it shouldn't be Oscar, which is because they are not the same level with other films. A Marvel movie cannot be at the same level with the artist.
So what kind of award would
Like
that classify?
there should be like
Like a
popular-
lesser Oscars, Tonys.
well,
But the
Oscars,
Tonys
but
are-
it's not as
Tonys
popular.
are
Don't cover Tonys.
musicals.
They're for
Yeah.
musicals of
because
Broadway. Don't
because the
cover
thing
them.
is, the
That's for
thing-
TV.
award. No, I'm not talking about any. The thing is, Academy Awards is
A bus car.
people academists give awards from a very different perspective, a perspective that a normal people where I cannot see. So
Yeah, like an academic cinema perspective.
exactly, like of course I don't expect a Marvel movie, and that's why it's popular movie. It just doesn't make sense to me because this is an Academy Award. Like if it's not going to be about arts, if you're not really going to give this a very abstract film, I will say like what's the difference between this and like I don't know, not Kids Choice, but there was another thing that about
Yeah.
slimy and everything.
Oh, Nickelodeon's.
Not teen Choice, but like it's I don't know.
Nickelodeon Awards or something.
Young Adult Choice Awards.
But even Kids' Choice Awards, it's like that's completely about marketing.
I thought that was about
Yeah,
celebrities.
Because no, it is, but they
Like
give this idea
marketing
that kids can
celebrities.
vote, but there's literally a disclaimer like on the voting website that's like, by the way, in the end we decide who wins. Like your votes might come into play, but it doesn't always mean that the person
Yeah.
that's the most voted gets the award.
Exactly.
It's decided by the
Did
producers
they
of Kids'
disclose
Choice.
how many votes everyone got?
No.
No,
Interesting.
of course
It's a
everyone
rigged
will.
system. It's just for.
And like
America
Riverdale,
fixed this.
Riverdale won a ton of awards
I haven't seen
in
Riverdale.
Kids' Choice. And 90% of the reason for that is probably because it's just so popular with kids. So the production team knows if we just give all the awards to Riverdale, we'll get good rankings.
Yeah.
Because they only bring... You never see the losers for the awards at Kids' Choice Awards at the Kids' Choice Awards. They only have the winners there.
Oh, conspiracy.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
performing or winners.
Speaking of marketing and ratings, do you guys think television's a dying medium?
I don't
I
want to say
don't
this because
think-
I love television.
Television
do you watch
how?
any like cable TV?
Cable TV for sure, but streaming, no.
Oh no, streaming is not the same as television.
In terms of
Because
actually
now
sitting
there's, like,
down,
nobody wants to pay for the
Yeah.
programs.
Exactly.
Now you can just get it online on like Putlocker or
When was the last time you guys
Netflix.
channel surfed?
Yesterday.
I know my mom still
years
uses it.
ago.
Yesterday I did that.
My family
I
just
haven't-
canceled cable.
I've done that in like when I'm at hotels. because
Yeah.
It's on the
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah.
No, but now in hotels you can even access Netflix. Some hotels have like Netflix on the TV.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't trust that. I will.
But literally like 2 months ago, my family canceled cable because no one in our house uses it. And we were like, there's literally no reason for us to keep paying for this. So we just canceled it. Which
Yeah,
took
my
us
family
a
having a
whole
cable
day.
thing.
Well,
all
I
the
think
money you
you're
save.
right. Because like even though we have a what they call cable box
Yeah.
that you get like inside of that box, it is just a program like Netflix.
Yeah.
So you can watch every single TV series
Yeah, so like
and
an Apple
record
TV.
them.
But that
It's like
comes
the same
with
thing.
a lot of TVs nowadays. Is that they have a Netflix
exactly. However,
Yeah, that's why you get smart TVs.
like this means another big industry is dying, which is ads in televisions.
Yeah, commercials.
It's a
Yeah.
huge thing. Like it's like not everyone have Netflix or even internet. Like
Yeah,
even though we have
But
it.
that might mean advertising might eventually move to sources like Netflix.
Yeah, but I feel so entitled. Like, like
So bad.
YouTube ads, 5-second ads bother me. So imagine last time I was watching television, I was like, God, this ad break is so long. I could have watched so much since.
I feel like we need to discuss this. First, I will talk about Emmys. And there's this reason. Did anyone watch Emmys?
I don't watch awards shows.
I've
I
only
don't wanna-
seen the
I
Oscars.
don't watch award shows because I just think that they're pointless.
Yeah.
We
I like
see the results
I like it.
soon
Yeah.
enough, and also like they go on at night or something.
Because
Yeah.
it's a show. It's
Different time zones, so it's like.
Yeah, and 90% of the time, those are awards that are decided by people whose opinions I don't care about. I care more about the opinion I see online of the general public,
Mhm.
because those are people like me who think like me.
I suggested Emmys because this year's main idea was diversity in Hollywood, which is a pretty big thing.
Do you think there's diversity in Hollywood, or is it a racist establishment?
It is racist establishment. Like
Depends.
there was this one award. I'm still talking about Amy. I will just tie it up to Oscars in the general film industry. There was this one award for what was it? What they call Black Culture? Black Culture Award. They just give random awards to people who play like in Blackish. It just doesn't make sense. It's like if you're going to show them another award just because of their skin color, it doesn't make it is still racism. It's a
Yeah, it's
good
segregating
racism.
awards.
It's still racism. It's like, it
But
doesn't make sense.
is it recognizing black artistry in an industry that actively chooses not to?
Yeah, but then we were like getting to like separation. So here we have the best white actor,
yeah, and
award for the best white actor, award
exactly.
for the best
Yeah, but
black
you don't
actor.
need that because that's just the Oscars.
And then how?
But they don't say it's the best white actor.
Yeah, but it basically is. Wasn't it like
Um,
2 years ago where it was like all of the awards went to white male actors?
I don't know. But can there be a debate? I don't remember 2 years ago. But do you think the Oscars, let's say there were like equal numbers of white and black people up for awards, right? Let's say that ignoring race by pure merit, all the people on the white side get awards. Does that mean that Hollywood should actively remove an award and switch it to the other side
No,
just
'cause
because of diversity.
No.
The problem with
or
that
merit.
was though, there was people who should have won the awards.
Oh no, yeah, no,
Yeah.
there
That's
definitely
why-
was.
that's
There's
why
a
I'm
difference
just saying.
between tokenism and like.
Yeah, they don't want to just give it half and half just to
Yeah.
make everybody
Yeah.
happy. People who win it should win it, and that's how it should
Exactly what I'm talking about. Like if you're going to make one specific group happy, it's not an award show anymore.
be. No,
It's just entertainment.
it's
That's
keeping
just-
everybody. It's
it's
awards
just-
are meant
no.
to like celebrate the people who've done
Yeah.
greatest accomplishments. They're not there for as like a participation.
To, like,
participation
Precipitative.
award.
Yeah.
Precipitation.
Award. Yeah.
Partitioning.
Precipitation.
And they're not there for them.
Because I always got participation.
No.
Oh.
I hated it.
Ah, nah.
They honestly this is a tangent, but the
I
whole
love
idea
tangents.
of
We love tangents here.
participation awards and how people are like, you don't like appreciate anything because of participation awards. Like, we hate participation awards. No one feels good getting a participation
Oh
award.
yeah, it's
You
like
tried,
people
but
no one's
saying
like, no one's like proud to be
"Aw,
like, guys,
millennials
I got a
these days."
participation award.
yeah.
I was
It's
like,
like-
you think
it's
we like
embarrassing.
Have you heard
Yeah.
that argument that people are saying that what's the word? They're infantilizing millennials or like new generations by like
Yeah,
telling
what's
them good job with everything. Do you
I
guys agree
watched a
with that?
speech about it. We watched a speech about it
Yeah.
in
Yeah?
psychology.
It's
So.
like, it was
I
pretty
read
much
a paper
just someone
about it.
bashing millennials.
But he said this is not millennials' fault. It is the parents and like the other generation's fault.
Okay, tangent over. Moving on.
Anyone watch like Call Me by Your Name?
No, I haven't.
Have not. Have I? What is it? Give us a summary, synopsis.
Oh, is that the one with
It's with-
Army Hammer?
Yes.
Yeah, and Timothy the guy who's real skinny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every-
the thing
Everyone
is,
thought he was really attractive, and he was like, I don't get it.
the
I'm
thing
really-
is,
Let's not go for
Sorry.
people's looks here.
Just to
Yeah.
give
Fit.
context, I'm really bad with names.
I thought
Okay.
you
Like
were gonna say
I'll
really
know,
skinny.
I'll know an actor by the roles that they play, but I'm really bad with names sometimes. So like I don't know who those are.
the point I wanted to make, the same thing happened with Love, Simon. Did anyone watch that?
Oh.
Yeah, I watched both of them.
The thing is, people need something to relate.
Yeah, obviously.
And
What do they relate to in Love, Simon?
It's
about-
gay representation.
it's
Yeah.
gay representation.
And same as Call Me by Your Name.
Yeah.
Gay
Like, Call Me
presentation.
by Your Name is just, every time I see a person, I don't know you, but every time I see a person like watched it, they were crying.
Yeah, I was really. It's a very emotional and like
It's
it's intense in the best way
yeah,
possible.
and it's
It's like-
intense. However, all these
that
types of
picture-
movies are intense.
Crying. They're okay. The context. They're looking at a photo and he's crying, and then they're like, "Oh, he looks hot in that." Oh, it was really. That was.
Curves.
It's because he's crying.
No, but
No,
that
it's
was the
because
really
his
emotional
hair looks
moment where
nice.
you're just
It's-
like with them at the
It
end.
is a very emotional moment. And however, what I'm trying to say is, if the issue is homosexuality in the movie industry,
Sorry,
it's
out
all
of context.
depressing.
The issue is homosexuality.
Because
gays
you guys
taking
are
over.
you guys are talking and looking over something else, and I'm trying to explain a point.
Sorry, we're looking at
Okay.
cute guys.
Explain.
Did you hear my point? When we come to homosexuality in Hollywood or any industry, it's about how it can be dramatic, how it can be emotional,
I know that
and in the end, someone will cry.
But isn't that
In
like?
every single play, it's just.
I know that like with homosexuality in Hollywood, a lot of people are uncomfortable with it.
Yeah.
For example, I know that like this is a prevalent problem in Riverdale where they scenes between two lesbian girls, but they always cut it out. So they film them, but they never put it in the actual show. So there's like some outrage about that because it's them showing that they're like
Homophobic.
homophobic.
Yeah. Where it's
That's-
like you'll give representation, but you won't give full representation.
Oh, you'll say they're in a relationship,
Yeah, but you won't ever
but you
see them
don't
kiss.
show any of their
Because
relationship.
Yeah.
to be honest, Riverdale there's a lot of sex scenes, but how many of them are actually the same couple?
Yeah,
It's all male and
they've had a gay couple. They've
think
had a
there's
gay
been, like,
character
maybe-
since season 1, but
Who's
you've
been
never
open-
seen him like really in a healthy
like kissing.
relationship.
Besides kissing, there was nothing else.
Yeah,
It's not.
I mean, do you guys want something else?
No, I'm just saying though, like you see the
in
difference
terms of
where
representation.
It doesn't
Right.
seem normal.
But do you think
It's-
it's,
it's
proportional representation?
Well,
Like,
it's weird that if you're
what
gonna
should be
have
the ratio?
scenes of like legit shower sex scenes and then
Oh.
just have
yeah,
someone like, oh, give a peck on
your
the
dad
cheek.
just almost
Wow.
died. Let me hop in the shower.
Let me
with you.
comfort you by sucking your in the shower.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, that was a scene.
happened.
Well,
I
was
need to watch this show.
Me too.
I mean, for the plot and the representation of different.
Yeah, sure. That's the only purpose. Rico.
No, but yeah, that's. I feel. Oh, no, I don't know.
The thing is, it's like
Edit that.
not normal at all. I'm sorry, it is not normal at all. These relationships, the characters, it's just
They're not
over exaggerated.
Yeah.
They seem like they're not a part of the community still.
I'm sorry, for an
These are meant to
outsider
be high
like me,
schoolers.
what's Riverdale about?
It's the remake of the Archie comics, and to give you context, the
I don't
scene
remember a jockhead doing that stuff in
the
the shower.
scene that
That was
we're
a
talking
joke. It
about,
wasn't
the
joke.
characters.
It's not joking, it's
Jughead,
Archie.
it
Archie is a
was
joke.
Archie
and
It's a
Veronica.
joke now.
Okay.
It
The
was Archie and
season
Veronica.
1 they're 15, season 2 they're 16, and the scene that we're talking about they're 16
They're
when that
supposed to
happens.
be 15.
Yeah, in
Shut
season
up.
1.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute. There's
Yeah.
sex
They do
scenes
not-
of 15-year-olds, and isn't
Yeah.
that like
Yeah, but the
child
actors are
pornography?
20, which is something else I kind of want to talk about, which is representation of teenage
I
life.
hated that because when I was younger, they would have like, oh, teen films, you know, like Disney films,
Yeah.
16 Candles,
Yeah.
that one with Debbie Ryan. I always thought, oh, look, she looks so pretty. Like, I hope I look like that when
Yeah,
I'm
but she's actually 20, and you're never gonna look
actually
like
she
that by
was like
16.
17.
I thought you were just gonna
Yeah.
leave that. You're never
But
gonna
she
look like
looks so
that.
much older. But this is but with multiple people, like even in the kids shows with teenagers, they're 20-year-olds playing 17-year-olds, and it gives
that's
false
why-
expectations.
In Vampire
to,
Diaries, in the graduation scene,
God.
Paul Wesley was 30 when he did the scene. And he was meant to be 18.
well, Hannah
But he was a
Montana's
vampire, so
brother
it doesn't
was
count.
Hannah
He was really
Montana's
600.
brother was 30.
Yeah, Jackson.
Because my point was, this is just they are not portraying good or normal
Yeah.
in Hollywood.
So, guys, going around the circle, what's your favorite movie? Who wants to start us off?
Rico, why don't you start if you say if you ask me
Okay,
questions?
do the series count, or does it have to be individual movie? I'm the one that asked the question, but
You are the one that asked the question, so you should answer
You
it.
should decide.
interesting. I think I'm gonna go, as I said before, for the Lord of the Rings trilogy,
Yeah.
the original trilogy. Yeah, deal with it. Big B.
Pick me.
For now, it's just I'm under like pressure because I watch this film with my friends from the Skype. Like we were chat from Snapchat simultaneously while watching it. So we were like
That was cool. One.
we were under, and it was like Call Me by Your Name. And right now I'm in affect and depression like 10 other people that I watch with. So right now I'm very my whole ideology and my view on Call Me by Your Name. However, I would say actually a musical in the film industry. I would say
Oh my god,
Grease.
same. I love musicals.
I would say Grease, and the reason.
Oh, you love Grease.
Okay, we will talk about reasons later. So.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
The jig and
Getting far.
So tell me more, Big B.
The thing is, I like the ideology behind it. I like how
Grease?
characters
like
change.
American High School. Oh,
Not-
change.
not-
right.
how characters change for each other is just different, and
Right.
because when we look at it, it's like very basic American high school, and you see two different groups, males and females are very diverse. However, the last when Cindy, spoilers if you didn't watch Grease, go die.
Oh yeah, why would you don't?
I didn't watch it until 10th grade.
Shut up. Why?
Shut up.
I don't know.
No,
I
I
grew
think
up with
actually
Grease.
I might have also only watched it in 10th grade.
I don't know. Same with West Side Story. I only watched in 10th grade.
okay, whatever.
I know I'm a
If you-
disappointment.
Is there like a deadline?
Yeah, that is
No,
so
You come out the
disappointing
womb
right
and it's on the TV when you come out.
I am a disappointment.
Not all of us
I am
are raised
sorry.
in musical families.
Oh,
Some of
always
us
a
are-
musical.
I've always watched musicals. I just
Whatever.
Anywho,
My
What?
first musical was Chicago.
Mine was Phantom.
My first
Same.
musical was Chicago. It was because of you.
Yeah, I was like, we're watching Chicago.
Whatever.
Anyways.
Anyways, I love to see how characters change for themselves and for their feelings. Like how Sandy, spoilers, if you didn't watch Grease, go die. How Sandy changed.
You said that so calmly.
Go die.
if you're
Die.
listening, I hope you choke on this podcast.
My point is, I like how characters change for themselves, even though society was so close-minded at that time.
Okay,
So Finn, what is your favorite movie?
Go.
In terms of movie, because similarly to what he said, which I'm relating it to what he said, that's why I'm bringing it up. Because I'm watching it right now, I'm like obsessed with it, and this happens with like a lot of TV and movies
Yeah.
that I watch, like when I'm in it, like at the moment, it becomes more important to me in comparison to
Yeah,
anything else.
remember when last year you said I was becoming a bit of a like I was being really sarcastic last year? That's because I was at the time watching House. And it kind of rubbed off on me, I guess. But yeah.
What was your name, Patty? I don't even remember now.
Yeah, Patty.
I have like a collection of films.
Tell me
I'm
about
not gonna
it.
list them all.
I'm sorry, but in the beginning of this, we were like, "Are you guys like cinema like enthusiasts?" You're like, "I have a collection of movies."
Okay,
Just
go on,
in my
Patty.
pocket. No, once again, I'm a musical. I like musicals.
I'm a
Movies.
musical.
But still like
My
best.
favorite was
Top.
Phantom of the Opera. However,
The film?
Yes, Queen.
listen, hear me out.
Are we on musicals or on films?
Wait, listen, B.
I mean,
We're
they're
on
both the
all-
same
Okay,
thing.
hold on. The music, I like
we're
the
not.
musical Phantom of the Opera. However, the film industry ruined it.
Oh.
So now I like Rent or Chicago.
But what about film?
Film industry.
That is a film.
The film
Like,
industry
okay.
should not do
Okay.
Chicago is also a
musicals.
film.
Chicago was
Film
originally
Stay
came from
away.
like Cabaret.
Grease
Then
is
was
a
turned
very
into a
good
film
one.
and was turned into a Broadway musical. And Rent was on Broadway, then it got turned into
Grease was a play, wasn't it?
Film
And then
industry
musicals
should
and then
stay
film.
away from
It was musical.
musicals.
Mamma Mia was always great.
I
It was also
tried.
great.
I tried watching Rent.
The
I
first
could not get through when that gay guy comes in dressed as Santa. I like stopped. It was so
For
boring.
me? For you? How do you not like that?
It was so boring. I'm sorry, unpopular opinion, but I hated it. It was so boring.
Anna.
I watched the movie. And I.
Hey, Anna.
went off.
Speaking of
It was like,
movies, Anna.
What's your
What's your
favorite movie,
favorite
Anna?
I'm offended, sorry.
I'm sorry. I know you
I'll
would
trip
be.
you down the stairs. No.
Don't.
Why are we so morbid?
Anna.
So Anna.
Anna.
I don't have like a favorite movie. I have
I love
movies for.
censor.
You're welcome. I have movies where you know they mean something to me, but I can't like choose a favorite. For me, my favorite like
Yeah, like my
childhood
child.
movie that I always used to watch was The Mask with Jim Carrey. I thought that was
Oh,
so
that's
funny,
a-
and that was
okay.
my favorite.
That's a good one.
But like that's for my childhood, and then I have musicals that I like, and I have TV series that I like, and have so like I'm all over the place.
Let me ask
Evidently.
you this: which movie you're appreciating the most in an art way? Like you're a drummer.
And an artistic perspective.
Oh, can't think of what.
She has never seen the movie.
So I
No,
would
but yeah, no.
say-
If you ask me that question right now, I can't come up with an
Yeah,
answer.
I couldn't give you an answer.
I can.
The only reason I
Do you
say
have an answer, Big?
Okay, wait. I
It's
thought
still
Quiet
Grease.
Place was quite good. I thought Quiet Place was quite
thought
good.
it was alright.
Just recently.
I
It's
did.
alright.
Because I thought that was like good with the actors.
You
Yeah,
just
no,
like
it's
John
just-
Krasinski.
No,
Admit it.
actually, that's
no, I like
Finn.
the movie and then I go into John Krasinski.
That's she
Emily is awesome. as
Emily
that.
Blunt. Oh yeah.
As actress.
Yeah, she's great.
She was
Oh,
really
she's
good.
gonna be
in
Mary
it.
Poppins.
Oh my god, they're married, aren't they? That couple?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, I just remembered that.
Did you guys watch any bloopers from Quiet Place?
I tried to find some, but there aren't any.
It is amazing. They were talking about the bloopers, and like she said, like her husband said, like, oh, she was shouting, she was crying, and then she said, cut, that's awesome, and she was like, oh, can
What's
we
for
can we
lunch?
have
I
Oh, yeah,
remember
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
It's amazing how she can change
Do
her
we have chicken
character.
for lunch? I think that's what we have
chicken. Yeah, something like that. And
I'm gonna talk about my
Unprecedented.
favorite murder mystery TV show, Poirot. Poirot, the
Hercule
the
Poirot.
one that came out in 1989 and continued for I think multiple series. I'm not sure when it
Okay,
ended.
the Wikipedia article.
I am very annoyed that they created
She
a
is
movie
very-
of the Orient Express and did not cast David Suchet because David Suchet is the best Poirot.
Okay,
You know,
so
oh my
Hands down.
god.
Dude,
Hands
Poirot
down.
ended in 2013.
Oh, how could they?
It had 13 seasons.
I
okay,
literally rewatched that because my house still does not have any internet.
me
So
and
we
Anna,
rewatched it all, and
me
it
and
was
Anna have
amazing.
this ongoing debate about Murder on the Orient Express. It's a remake, not a remake, but it's a film adaptation of the book written by Agatha Christie,
My babe.
Murder on the Orient Express. Now, I've read the book
Love her.
and I've seen the movie. I haven't seen the show, but I have a
You
problem
need
with
to see the
Anna's
see the
philosophy because She says that she doesn't refuse to see the movie, but to
I
this
don't
day,
refuse to see it. I just have not.
I asked you,
Actually-
do you want to go watch the movie like
Hey,
12 times when it came out?
Actually, I plan to watch that with my sister and my grandmother because that's who I used to watch Poirot with all the time. My sister went and watched it without me, so I never got the chance to watch it. So I'm sorry that the fates were not aligned.
Well, anyway,
Sorry, God doesn't let me see the movie.
Anna constantly gives me crap for liking the film, and honestly,
It's a good
I
one.
think it's a good adaptation.
one. It's a
It's
good
got
adaptation.
such a great cast. It's got Johnny Depp, Judi
It does not
Dench,
have
Oh,
David
geez.
Suchet.
Kenneth Branagh, and Anna is just in a corner idolizing some past age star.
Okay,
I'm
wait.
sorry. But David Suchet is the closest description of Poirot from the books. He also is a method actor, as he put a penny.
He killed someone.
a penny
and-
in his ass the way that he does.
You know what you're
For
saying?
Poirot,
Anna.
he is the best.
Anna, you know what you're saying to me? You eat chicken, and you are commenting on meat. Like, chicken is the best.
He
Like,
is
you
the
didn't even
best.
eat meat yet.
I have eaten meat.
No, as a
No, you have
metaphor.
not.
Oh my God.
As a metaphor. It's like you're a
You
vegetarian
didn't.
who's never had meat saying.
I know.
Are you kidding? Yes.
I know, but
Like, fruit is so much better
I
than
saw
meat.
the trailer. I'm sorry I did not have the time.
That's
to
not
go watch
enough
Can we
to go
segue
on.
to something?
Then you
But
don't comment
I
on it.
personally don't like when TV shows do remakes, unless it's something where.
It's not a TV show.
It's a-
you
it's
have
a
to-
book.
Well,
When films do
the
remakes?
industry does the
Okay.
Hollywood industry does
Okay.
Segue
remakes.
into
No, because
Oh my God! I've done this to me like 10 times.
Rebecca, because I don't mind if it's something like that was made in the 1930s. Right, make a remake with better technology and good cast. But when it's something that's new and they do a remake
not
of it,
new.
It's a really old murder mystery.
it ended in 2013. There's no need to
Okay,
create
but
one
Anna,
in 2018,
that's like being a book
17.
purist, and it's like, oh god, I hate those people. They only like Murder on the Orient Express because of the new David Suchet TV show. They should just read the book. That's the good one. Like,
No, but
why do they keep remaking
TV
books
show-
into TV shows? I hate
The
that.
TV show was actually really close to the books.
Did you read the books?
Yes. They're really close to the books.
Okay, I'll let you go this
So-
time. I think Patty had a point she wanted to make about casting.
Yeah,
Patty, go on ahead.
I don't understand Hollywood's casting system. It frustrates me so much. Jeremiah Butler's Phantom of the Opera once again ruined it for me. It's Phantom of the Opera, the Phantom of the Average.
Dun, 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 dun,
Why did
dun.
they get a guy? Fair enough, he's famous, right?
Ramen Carmelo is my
Shut up.
only phantom.
Basically, we set him because he's a famous actor and people would go see him. Same thing as the guy who plays Javert, Russell Crowe. Off, mate, you can't sing, so why are you singing
my
stars?
God. Oh my
The
God.
big
What about
famous-
Hugh Jackman?
Hugh Jackman is from a musical theatre background.
Yeah, so he's
He
alright.
knows
So
what he's
he
doing.
The
He
thing
knows
is,
what he's
Anne
doing.
Hathaway didn't bother me.
The same
Any
thing.
of the other cast didn't really bother me,
Yeah.
except for the biggest moment in the whole film was the stars, but it's this big like soprano.
same
not
thing,
soprano, what
same
was it?
thing. I will talk
Biggest
about
bass
tenor.
and like it comes in. He sung it monotone the entire time.
Yeah.
That offended me. I'm offended.
Like, the thing is, I will talk about casting too, but however in the comic book industry and the films. Do you know how X-Men movies cast, like, the producers cast Mystique as in
Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence. Mystique is not a very major character in the comics.
Yeah.
You see her as an evil person,
Yeah, she's
as
a
a
villain.
mother,
Yeah.
and like you don't see it in every single
Yeah,
page.
but just because
she's
she's
a
a
team
famous
leader
person
now.
Yeah.
Just because Jennifer Lawrence, and I'm like, she is destroying the franchise. It's like, I hate
To be
Jennifer
honest,
Lawrence
Jennifer
so
Lawrence
much.
is single-handedly destroying the X-Men.
No, but to be honest, the only recent X-Men movie that I liked is Logan, because I felt like the other ones
that's
were
not
a
even
big
really X-Men.
disappointment.
Like my
Hugh Jackman is just great overall.
Yeah, we love Hugh Jackman. We
We
stand.
love
On-
ourselves a
on
huge
popular-
Come on our
Jackman.
podcast, Hugh Jackman!
unpopular unpopular.
Unpopular behavior.
Don't come for Jackman. I swear to
Wait.
God.
I am a huge geek. I know Wolverine more than any of you are. Wolverine is an animal. He transformed from an
I
animal.
too know what a what?
So he actually, in creation, he is evolved, mutated to human.
I thought really.
It doesn't make sense
Oh.
when you put a
know
handsome
that.
Wolverine to an X-Men movie to be center of the X-Men, because X-Men did not start with Wolverine at all.
I think he was
X-Men
put in there
start-
for the mums that have to take their little
Except
kids.
same thing.
Wait,
Oh.
I remember. I think it was in an X-Men movie.
Movie.
An X-Men movie.
Today's topic, we're talking about
Sophie
movies.
Turner, with Sophie Turner, as when
Jean
there-
Grey.
Yeah, I remember there was what's it called?
A scene.
A scene with a Hugh Jack, not a scene, but like
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What I mean, with Hugh Jackman, where he just first came out of Experiment.
Yeah, I know.
And
That
it's
was
Oh, when
amazing.
he's naked and he's
No.
just running around.
But
Oh yeah, that
they
kind
were
of
like, why
thing.
does that sound? It's animal sounds, and then you see just Hugh Jackman as a
Yeah.
human. So it could be him being an animal, and then
See, that's Scientology when you don't read comic books.
Scientology?
Because Hugh Jackman do not Wolverine do not
Wait,
transform
I heard
human.
Scientology.
No, that's not the ideology. That's
Oh,
the
okay, sorry,
ideology.
my bad.
If you don't read comic books,
Okay,
because he
right.
does not transform to human with an experiment. He transforms with mutation at a very young age.
Yeah,
And
okay,
he learns
he's
to
a-
be
he's
how
a
to be.
mutant, right? But
He's
in the
a
movies,
mutant,
he's
but
like
animals. But in movies, it's like, oh, he was a human, as a normal human, and he transformed, and he has like claws now. No, it's not.
Well, no. In the movies, from what I've seen in the movies, he has a mutation, but he has bone claws. And then
Yeah,
the
because of the
government comes along.
experiment, though.
No, because
Like,
of the
he has-
experiment, he gets the metal
Yeah,
ones, doesn't he?
adamantium.
Yeah.
I know that. But the thing is, claws come with mutation, and mutation make him a human.
Oh, okay. I get you.
So when you put a tall person into, because Wolverine is like very
Handsome.
no, he animal
Jack.
kind and not very tall, not at all.
Okay.
He's like smallest character in Marvel Universe.
We went on like an X-Men tangent. Rebecca,
Yeah.
I don't think I ever got your point for
Rebecca.
casting.
They'd rather have a famous actor to have their name on the poster
Yeah,
than to
marketing.
have an actual
Well, that's how they
professional
sell
person.
tickets.
I know, but at the same time, people would go see it. Like Les Mis, it wasn't like people were going to see him. They're going to see Les Mis.
But it helps sell them.
It happened
I don't
with,
think so.
To the layman,
no, 'cause
it would.
It happened with Spider-Man: Homecoming, where literally
We get
the way
off
they would-
superhero movies, please.
No, it's an example of your thing of like how Zendaya was in it
Yeah.
for maybe 5 minutes,
Oh yeah.
but her name was printed like that, and Tom Holland, who's the main character, his name was like in 12 font.
Size New
Well,
Orleans.
Yeah, I
You can-
watched
you
that,
can
and I did
example
not see her.
Robert
Like,
Downey
I saw her a
Jr..
few times, and I
Because she's
remember.
gonna be in the next one.
No, I remember her going to like each and every interview and being like,
Yeah.
"Oh, this was like such a fun movie to make," and she's
She's in it for
rarely
5 minutes.
in it.
She's in it
Robert
for
Downey
5
Jr.
minutes.
Think about Robert Downey Jr. in Posters. It's like huge.
Mm.
The movie's name is Spider-Man. Why you're bigger than Spider-Man
Tom
in the
Holland got
poster?
like no advertising for that.
Because Tom Holland is not
He's a
very
pretty
famous.
funny guy.
But he will get advertising now for the next one because
He's
established-
famous now.
Yeah. Okay, enough with the superhero
I'm sorry.
comic
I'm just so
He was
passionate
in
about it.
Elliot though. How is he not like known?
because it's a much larger audience that he's been exposed to now with
Yeah.
Marvel. Because it's like worldwide stuff.
It's
Elliot
amazing
was
how
quite
he's
good.
not depressed.
So basically, horror movies nowadays is like you either make a really good horror movie or it's considered complete shit. Because unless the horror movie makes you genuinely scared, it's just okay, and that's like
It's thriller.
that's not a good.
When was the
horror
last
movie.
time any of you got scared by a horror movie? Because I don't want to sound like I
You
want to.
screamed.
Yeah, because I the jump scares were good, but the storyline was not.
Yeah, I want to say like I've yet to find a horror movie that like scares me, like that actually terrifies me.
I think the only good horror movie that came out
You said
recently
Quiet Place.
is
I'm gonna
It.
slap you. Okay.
That was really good.
It's really good.
I haven't
I
seen
really
it.
enjoyed it. I got scared from
I
it,
did
and
not
I
get
did
scared,
enjoy
though.
it. And the plot line is good, so I was really happy with that one.
Plotline is very good, but
Yeah.
like I did not very
Don't spoil it for me.
No, I'm not.
I will say this. In terms of actually scary horror movies, this won't really matter because I doubt any of you have seen it, but Hereditary that came out was like, it got like rave reviews and apparently was
Raise the roof.
genuinely scary and like disturbing.
Is
Yeah.
it in like another language? Because
No.
I know that some scary movies.
Yeah, I feel like if you want like a truly horror movie, you can find them, but like
In, like,
it's a lot more obscure. It's
usually
like
it's
like
Latin
Japanese
America
cinema.
or Japanese.
America?
Yeah.
Really, I haven't heard of Latin American horror cinema. I've heard of Japanese.
There's one
like
that we
There's
looked up
one.
at some point, and
We
it was
looked-
supposed to be like the scariest horror movie all time. I don't
Yeah, and it
know.
was something like Veronica or
Yeah.
whatever.
interesting.
But mostly it's from like Japanese culture that they actually do very well.
Oh, Japanese.
Japanese
Horror
cinema is
movies.
great.
They
know
Rakugo,
something.
not Rakugo,
It's not fun.
Rashomon.
Oh yeah.
It's not
Rashomon.
fun for us because we can't speak Japanese.
I mean, no. I mean, you can watch movies or TV shows like, let's say, people watch Narcos. It's in Spanish, most of it, but they still watch it and
Subtitles.
understand it. Or anime, it's in Japanese. People
Yeah, but I
still
think
watch
you
it.
have to admit that horror movies require a certain amount of immersion into them, and I think
Right, and if you're
subtitles
reading
do prevent
subtitles.
that from.
I don't know. I get pretty immersed in books. Like one time, there was this like jump scare. I mean, you can't really get a jump scare in a book,
Yeah.
but I was so immersed in a book that like something happened that was so sudden.
just
I
scream
literally,
in the middle
I
of
jumped out. I jumped out of the book. I was like, oh, my heart started like pounding.
Wow.
Books are different from movies.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, they are.
The thing is, a good
What
jump.
book was it?
If a jump scare is a good jump scare, it will scare you anyway.
Yeah.
You understand it or not, you just scare.
Creepy pasta. Sorry,
no.
I just remembered that.
Creepypastas. Oh god.
I was thinking about stories that have like how in libraries they had that 101 scary stories,
Yeah.
and then I just remembered creepypasta.
Burger
Isn't that
King.
weird, though, that-
Fuck.
Slender Man is now becoming a movie, and that was
Oh.
literally from like 4chan or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
That,
weird.
that's
Like
weird.
people
That-
think it
the
was
game.
like, genuinely.
The game came out in 2012.
Really?
I remember when it came out, and it was like a.
Yeah,
I lived
I was in
in a
sixth
different
grade.
country at the time.
I was still living in this one in sixth
Yeah.
grade, and I remember going into the girls' bathroom because I don't know, that was the only place that had internet, and then trying to play it but not being able
No, but
to.
here's the thing: when it
Girls'
came out,
bathroom.
I was 12 when it came out, and I lived in a. It doesn't apply here, so like you guys won't know what this happened, but like people would like draw him and like leave papers of him around the school, and like people
Oh, no,
would draw
yeah,
him
yeah.
on the bathroom
Yeah.
tiles and whatever.
It
was
happened
like
in my school too.
insane of how many
It happened
people
in my
like,
school
just got obsessed with it.
One of my friend have like various photos that she draw herself, like just top of her bed. Just like I asked her, why did you draw this? Oh, if he comes here, it's like, what? What?
Wait.
Wait, she has 8 papers on top of her
Like,
bed
more
of
than
Slender
8?
Man.
And like
So if
protection
the
thing.
Slender Man comes, she can just grab all 8 and go, you can't get me now.
like showing the appreciation
Yeah.
towards it, which
He
is
comes,
like
he goes, oh, she's a fan.
Aww. He gives her a hug instead. Want a
Do you want a
photo?
picture?
Autograph.
Signs
She's
it.
a fan. He gives her like a headshot with a sign.
I always think about it though, like think about like, but that's another thing.
I kind of
It's
want
not
to
about
go
that.
into a tangent here just for the sake of it, but like.
Today's episode was brought to you by circles and tangents.
A lot of
this-
tangents.
This is
Rico.
really weird, but at the time when this became a thing, there were like 2 girls who literally murdered a 5-year-old because they wanted to sacrifice him to Slender.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
the thing.
I
I
heard
didn't know
about
that.
that.
Yeah, but you can't blame that on that. That's those previous cycles.
Yeah.
How did
It's such a learning
Slenderman like originate? Like, is it like
It's
something
like
from
a
like
urban
culture?
myth.
It was a
Just someone
creepypasta thing.
created.
Not a creepypasta, but it was kind of like an old urban myth or
Yeah,
like
but
old
then
white
it, got,
myth.
it evolved on 4chan
It evolved
to
into a
become
meme,
creepypasta.
into a creepypasta, into a game.
Until someone made it into
yeah.
a game, and yeah.
So it was an urban myth and then became a creepypasta.
Kinda like the
And
Boogeyman.
then became a game.
Yeah, like the boogeyman. The Slenderman's like some places.
So Slenderman, if you go into the forest, he'll take you.
Yeah, and yes,
Alone.
it's something to do about children.
The thing is, we need to talk about this horror thing.
Right? Yeah, we were talking about
Because-
Talking about him as well, weren't we?
Horror in general is not horror anymore.
All
Like,
right, we're
nothing
talking about horror.
scares me at all. Like it's like I read, I look videos from YouTube. I do everything for scare because I miss that feeling. But only thing that scares me is my IB scores now, which is pretty
Going
depressing.
into an exam or taking a test, that scares me.
But that's an anxiety.
No, that's
That's
like
not
anxiety, yeah.
scary.
that's like an endorphin rush. Like you feel like
For me, all the
Jacked up.
workload that I have to do scares me.
Do you think there's hope for
I
Well,
think there is.
or-
And do
entertainment?
you think there's hope? And what movie are you looking forward to?
Ah.
I think there's hope, and I'm looking forward to Mary Poppins.
Yeah, I was about to say that as well.
I'm gonna look up upcoming movies. 'cause
I think the thing is,
No.
I don't want to say there's hope.
oh my god!
And the reason is this industry is the hands of America, and America equals the dollars.
Everything's in the hands of America.
Yeah, it's all
So
money.
if it's like money, because like the thing is, I like how people started to acknowledge some movies, and because people can see the limitations and strengths of a movie and they can apply it. Now the new era directors are much more like creativity oriented. Even we don't
indie stuff.
Yeah, we don't see it now because they are still in education. But I think we will in a very
Big B's
short
getting
time.
there. Don't worry, Hollywood. He's there to save.
Big B, big director, whatever.
What movie are you
however,
looking forward to?
I know there are a lot of directors that profit oriented, so I'm not betting for it.
I don't know.
But-
No. I wouldn't say. Okay, sorry. It's the smallest tangent, but some directors, it's not that they do films because they're looking for money. It's because the industry won't
Nolan.
let them do what they want.
No,
Like also what's his name? Guillermo del Toro wanted to do an adaptation of The Mountains of Madness, a horror book by H.P. Lovecraft, but the studio wouldn't approve it. But yeah, anyway.
yeah, it's just I look forward to Mary Poppins too. Actually, I'm very
Oh, we should all go out and watch it as a group. Finn?
yeah.
I do think there's hope, mainly because that's the industry I want to go into. So I
I hope
kind
there will
of
be hope.
yeah.
Figure it out.
And I'm looking forward to Bohemian Rhapsody.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
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 Patty? Hope?
I think there's hope, yeah.
Patty Hope.
Patty hope.
Patty
I think there's hope, yeah.
A
I mean,
movie?
there's always going to be a new wave of people going out. It's going to be nice, you know what I mean?
And
Dark
there'll be
Side of
Finn's
Patty,
generation.
new film coming out 2025.
Yeah.
Film Mary Poppins?
Yeah, I would say Mary Poppins or Bohemian Rhapsody.
Anna,
Okay.
is there hope?
I think there's hope, but in the form of musical theater.
Oh my god.
Because it's,
Musical theater will save us all.
Phantom of the Opera remake.
I actually really do think it will, because
Anna will be the next
a
Christine.
lot of musical theaters are amazing with the historical
But it's not
accuracy,
popular.
with costume design.
And people think they're cheesy, but they're really not.
They're really not.
Yeah.
They're so emotional.
Patty
but
is
there's
so-
There's very few
example,
cheesy musicals.
Recently, I'm quite like I'm more. Recently, I watched a few clips from Miss Saigon, and now all I want to do is watch Miss Saigon. So it's like, cause it's so good. It was okay. Anyway,
Okay,
I'm not
movie
getting into
looking
it.
forward to?
So, what I'm looking forward to is watching Miss Saigon.
Okay. And on that note,
Thanks for listening to Reliably Uninformed.
bye!
Stay uninformed.